Right. Namaste, everyone. And today is our day 8. Some of the participants have not been able to come earlier, and they would like me to share, especially the Krishna's flute maneuver with the Anulom Vilom. So I think we'll start with that today. Others who have learnt it all may start with the huffing technique. I prefer the huffing technique first, the complete yogic breath next, and then the Anulom Vilom for my own reasons. But if you try something else and if it works for you, that's perfectly all right. Different people, different things. So let me explain the Anulom Vilom along with the Krishna's flute maneuver. I'm referring more specifically to Vasanti ji because she asked me this question pointedly. Uh, so Vasanti ji, I hope you're watching and I hope you can hear. So when we do the Anulom Vilom, see, this is your hand. You, the first two fingers, the index finger and the middle finger, come to the base of the thumb. And now your hand is like this. So you've got the ring finger and you've got the thumb. The thumb goes to the right nostril, the ring finger goes to the left. So it's very easy to move. Easy. So this is what you start. This is what you do. This is how you put your mudra or the hand, and then you first block the right nostril and exhale with the left. Exhale. If you feel the whole exhale has happened, you can stop. Continue again. Stop. Continue again. Like we do the huffing technique and the complete yogic breath. We do not exhale just once, but we do it number of times. So we do the same thing here. When you feel it's all done, inhale with the left. Full breath in, block the left, out with the right. When you think it's all gone, stop. Relax your belly, continue. Again, stop. Relax your belly, continue. And when you think it's all done, inhale with the right. Block the right, exhale with the left. It's all gone, stop. Relax the belly, continue exhaling. All gone, stopped. Relax the belly, continue some more, and so on. So you do this 2, 3, 4 times as long as it's comfortable. Main point, you exhale numerous times. Number one, you start by exhaling with the left, inhaling with the left, exhaling with the right, inhaling with the right. So 2 points to remember. The process starts with the exhale from the left, number one. Number two, wherever you exhale from, that is the nostril that you inhale from. Very basic stuff. Start with an exhale from the left. Second point, first exhale, then inhale. So if you exhale from the left, inhale from the left. Exhale from the right, inhale from the right. Basic point, simple point. Should be easy for everybody to remember. So do this a few times. You get the flow. Once you're able to get the whole thing and the exhale in 3, 4, 5 times or whatever is comfortable, then you start with the Krishna's flute maneuver. So before we do that, continue doing this. The others who are familiar with the Krishna's flute and everything else, please continue with your huffing technique and so on. In the meantime, I'm explaining this for new participants or who've missed out this part and they're not very clear. Vasanti ji, where are you? Can I see you? Are you doing it okay? I'm referring to you because you asked me pointedly about this.
This is the same Anulom Vilom, which we are being taught.
Anulom Vilom is the same.
Yeah, Nasika Mudra and Anulom Vilom. Yeah.
Yes.
I just want
that
to.
is the base. That is the basic breath.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And what are you doing? The additional thing you are doing now is, other than that, you are doing the huffing technique exhale. One exhale, two exhales, three exhales, and so on.
Okay.
As is comfortable.
Miss,
Wherever.
While doing Anulom Vilom, we have to exhale numerous times.
That is right.
Okay. Okay.
Wherever.
Thank you.
Yeah. So please practice this. In the meantime, I'll explain the other things to others. Okay. तो आप ये practice करिए थोड़ी देर.
Yeah. Thank you.
Most welcome. So come on, everybody. Now let's do our huffing technique. Slow, deep breath in. Belly very relaxed. Try to fill up as much as you can. Lower belly, upper chest, shoulders, as much as you can. And then when you give out the first huff, start from the base, from the bottom, from near the Mooladhara. Try to exhale from there. Channel your exhale up the spine, or at least let your mind tell your body you are doing this. Stop. Relax the belly. Continue. I don't need to explain this. We've gone over this number of times. You know how to do it. The only thing to keep in mind is you've got to relax your belly every time. That is what gives you the momentum or the basis with which to do the exhale. So please do that. Try it once, twice, thrice. Do the squeezes. And then after doing the squeezes a few times, keep the Krishna's flute maneuver. Try that at least 5 times. So 5 rotations, 5 cycles. Sometimes you can stick your tongue out. Sometimes you can move your body to the right, to the left, different things. Watch out for the sounds that are coming from your lungs. That's an indication of some congestion, some blockage somewhere in the lungs, and so on. And as you continue doing this, you can focus a little more attention in the area where you think the sound is coming from. Try to push a little from that area and so on. And remember, sometimes you push low right, low left, middle right, middle left, upper right, upper left. Similarly, back right to back left, and so on. Try different areas, and it will happen. Each time you do it, you'll get a little more clarity about how your breath is working, how your lungs are functioning, or how your lungs are responding to the squeezes and so on. Get these squeezes going, clear whatever comes, and then at least 5 or 6 times do the Krishna's flute maneuver. It's a very powerful thing. It just cleanses everything. All the nadis just starts cleansing everything up. So you must do that, and you must do that times enough. Now, yesterday, I think it was Saurabh Srivastava. Is he there today? Is he there? I can't see him. Saurabh Srivastava. No, I don't see him. Oh. Well, he wanted me to talk about how to do it, when to do it, etc. But I think I'll share it whenever he comes, if he comes today. Otherwise, some other time maybe. Yes, Vasanti ji. Vasanti ji.
Yes,
हाँ,
I could do it.
तो
And finding little bit difficult, but in a day
वो
or
धीरे,
two, I'll be, yeah.
yes, it'll become easier. So the Krishna's flute maneuver, you remember what it
That I
is?
learned. Yeah, that I learned. Yeah.
We've done
I was
it with the
present.
huffing technique. We've done
Yes.
it with the complete yogic breath.
Yeah.
In the Krishna, we'll combine that same squeeze with the Anulom Vilom. That is all. Very simple.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Just do it once or twice. See how it feels.
Yeah.
See how much more phlegm you are able to expel. Give me some feedback, and I'll continue with the rest for the moment. Okay? You please go ahead, do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The others. So you can continue with the huffing technique. I'll try to answer some of the questions that Saurabh ji had asked. One is I prefer to do the huffing technique first, complete yogic breath next, and then the Anulom Vilom. The huffing technique, if your lungs are fairly sound, then you may reduce your huffing technique. Maybe 5 or 7 should be enough. No problem. But do a little so that the body stays in condition where it can accept it, it can do it on a regular basis. 5 or 7 won't take more than a few minutes. Yeah. So if you do 5 or 7, it won't take very long. Follow that up with the Krishna's flute maneuver, even in the to do the Krishna's flute maneuver with the huffing technique a few times, then come to the complete yogic breath. Complete yogic breath, I'll repeat, it's a very good technique to uh, cleanse the system and to breathe better. So if you're catching a cold, if you're not breathing very well, do the huffing do the complete yogic breath. Let the breath go all the way down, collect slowly all the way up, and then slow exhale from the base of the spine or near the Muladhara. Let the breath go. It'll cleanse you. It'll feel after a couple of times you'll feel your breathing, your breath is so much lighter, so much easier. It's very nice, feels very good. So do this. And then of course you can do the Anulom Vilom with all the squeezes and the Krishna's flute maneuver. I'm very partial to the Krishna's flute maneuver because of what it does to the nadis and Sushumna in particular. So I'm very, very partial to the Krishna's flute. I love that technique and I love to do that whenever I can, whenever I'm doing my breath work. So that's as far as this is concerned. If there isn't too much congestion, maybe sometimes you can one day you can do the huffing technique, one day you can do a little bit of complete yogic breath and a little bit of Anulom Vilom, maybe 5 times, 10 times. But if you continue doing it regularly, it will not take very long. All three put together, it's a great way to start any adhyatmic practice. Even if you want to sit down in meditation or do other kinds of pranayama and breath work, start with this, give it 5, 7, 10 minutes, do a mixture of different things, but always include some Krishna's flute element in it. It'll help you a lot with your breath work and meditation. What happens in meditation? People think meditation is all about focusing on the mind, relaxing the mind, becoming thoughtless. And yes, in many ways, that is what it is. But there is a very subtle connection with your breath. As you actually go into meditation, the one thing that happens is your breath becomes subtler, softer, smoother. Your breath is moving to places parts of your body that it may not of your breath starts happening in meditation. And that is when meditation becomes more blissful, enjoyable, and it gives you better results as far as your adhyatmic practices are concerned. So do a little bit of Shvasko Shuddhi Kriya. My internet is unstable. Yeah. So do a little bit of Shvasko Shuddhi Kriya, combine different things, and then do everything else. If your breath is challenged, if it's heavy, if you think you're catching a cold, or if you feel there are people around you who are catching COVID, for example, and you want to keep yourself a little more protected, do more of this. Abhi to ye Omicron is coming, wait for it to come to you and then you do it, then you will not get very good results. You must continue doing it so that if it comes, it doesn't hit you too bad. If it does hit you, you can come out of it quickly. So use this as a prophylactic, as a preventive thing rather than as a cure. So continue doing it for a while. Once this thing settles down, it doesn't it doesn't become what it became during the second wave and so on, and you think things are safe, you can reduce it. So that's the basic thing as far as how to do, when to do, how much to do. If anybody has a question, I'll be glad to answer it. If anyone has anything to say. Jayanti ji, to unmute yourself because everyone is on mute. So if you have a question, if you wish to say something, please unmute and then ask. No? Okay, so let's continue. So hopefully everyone has done enough huffing technique. Now let's do our complete yogic breath. When we do the complete yogic breath, allow that breath to go to the lowest part, Muladhara, fill up the pelvic area, lower abdomen, all the way up. Let those who have learned how to channel one part of the breath up the spine, please do that. Yeah, Jayanti, do you wish to say something? So take a full breath, relax your belly. That's very important. Keep your belly very relaxed. Slow, deep breath in, fill it up like a ghada. We have a ghada or we used to have ghadas in our homes once upon a time. We don't have them so much. But yeah, fill it up to happen from the base of your spine. Remember, I'm saying allow it to happen. I'm not saying exhale. So it's a passive exhale. When it's all gone, stop, relax the belly, continue from the base of the spine. Stop, relax the belly, continue. And then after doing it once or twice, you can start doing the squeezes. So you can do the different squeezes, or you can also do the Krishna's flute maneuver. So that's the basic. Let's all do it and observe how your breath is, what your breath is saying to you. Slow, deep breath in, full breath in. in the squeezes, in the Krishna's flute maneuver, please remember the first squeeze is at the Muladhara. The second squeeze at the Swadhisthana. Then Manipura, Anahata, Shuddhi, and then if you can go higher, just call it 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, why am I saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the same order? Because I want you to get that feeling, starting this way, this way, this way, this way. So you're pushing it all up like this, pushing it all up like this. And this way you get a very cleansing sensation. You do it a couple of times, your breath will feel lighter, smoother, and so on. Oh yes, that is Snehaji. Where is Snehaji? Hello, Snehaji.
Hello.
Yeah, there you are. Yes, Snehaji. Have you been doing the Krishna's flute maneuver and observing how your breath is doing?
Yeah, yesterday I tried, but with Anlom Vilom, I was not able to do it at all because, like I said yesterday, when the exhalation happens after a time, I have to open my mouth because for me the inhalation happens only through the mouth, both actually. So closing it for a longer time, it gives me,
Inhalation happens only through the mouth.
yeah, because the nose is blocked. I cannot inhale more.
Always.
Yeah.
नहीं आपको ऐसे नहीं चलेगा स्नेहा जी. चलिए रिलैक्स करिए, रिलैक्स योर बेली, एकदम रिलैक्स योर बेली.
Okay.
Block your right nostril. Mouth बंद, धीरे से टानी, धीरे से, gently. Let it go to the belly. Then block the left and exhale with the right. धीरे से आने दीजिए. Gently. जितना आपका stomach relax होगा उतना आसानी से होगा. Then again we inhale with the right. Block the right.
Now I have to remove, breathe a little bit, and then again I have to do. That's what I saw yesterday. Like at the end of it, I have to open my mouth, feel a little bit relaxed, and then I have to do it. That's with Anlom Vilom. The Krishna's flute,
so you are able to do a little and start feeling. So that, okay. So this could also be a little bit of a mind thing, possibly. So, एक दो बार try करिए. Just stay very relaxed. Keep your belly very relaxed. Just go with it. Even if your mind says, no, I have to breathe with the mouth or I have to exhale with the mouth, ignore it. Just try to see what happens. Try once again. Exhale with the left. Inhale with the left. Others, please continue doing your complete yogic breath as you have seen before. And this squeezes Krishna's, etc. The relaxation area. That is good. No, that is good. Yeah, this cleansing has to happen. Just keep throwing it out. Let that cough come. Let that clearing happen. If required, if you feel anything here, go. In this, it'll keep getting clearer and you'll be able to breathe better. Try again. 2-3 बार करिए, even though your body is saying abhi ruk jao, don't always listen to your body. Push the boundaries gently. Don't overdo it, but push the boundaries little by little, gently. So try it again.
But I can do that, but I feel a pressure to do. I mean, I do it with a pressure, especially the Anulom Vilom. It's not that easy and smooth for me.
Yes, वो change हो जाएगा, don't worry. See, the amazing thing about the human system is we can always transcend our limitations, whatever limitations are there. Whatever we think is holding us at this moment can be broken through. No problem at all. And a little commitment. What is the commitment? कि मेरे को करना तो है. What is the clarity? Even if my body is not accepting, I'm going to do it little by little. Try different things. कभी कुछ try किया, कभी कुछ try किया. And with this mixture, with this cocktail of different things, I'll break through the barrier. That's what you do.
Okay.
Try again. Others can continue with the complete yogic breath. I'm going to focus a little more on Sneha ji and get her to practice a little more. Yeah. Vasanti ji, I hope you're also watching and practicing your Krishna's flute maneuver with Anulom Vilom. Saurabh Srivastava ji, you are here. I addressed the questions you were asking yesterday. This is regarding the questions you asked yesterday about what to do, when to do, how much to do, and so on. Oh, your microphone. Yes, I'm sorry, there was a little break for some reason. Yes, Vasanti ji. So please continue with your Anulom Vilom and do the Krishna's flute maneuver if you can. In the meantime, I'm seeing what Sneha ji is doing. And anyone else? Anyone else have any question or anything? I'll be able to address that now. Prakash ji, how's it going for you? You can unmute. Okay. Karuna ji, what about you? How's it going for you? So I think, yeah, Om Prakash ji is saying something. Sorry. Go on. Om Prakash ji, please continue. Mama ji, please go on.
Yeah, it's going well.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Okay. Are you expelling enough mucus?
Not much. I don't seem to have much mucus, so very little mucus. But every exhale, there is some mucus coming out. Maybe very little.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah. Okay. So please continue with the complete yogic breath and the squeezes.
I'm doing it with yogic breathing. The
Okay.
mucus comes up to throat, but it is not coming out.
Yeah. So when it comes to the throat, you can do the clearing. You can do this, or you can gargle, or you can drink a little warm water, sip a little warm water. Gargling is very effective. Do you gargle normally?
Okay, okay. Well, I can feel it in the throat,
Do you know how
somewhere
to
behind
gargle?
the
Do you
nose and here.
gargle?
Gargle. Okay.
Yeah. So you should gargle.
Can I do it now? Gargling?
Gargling. Yes, yes. Why not? Of course, you can do
Okay.
it. So when you gargle
Hmm.
warm water,
Hmm.
if the water is a little hotter than warm, even that is good, as long as it's not going to burn your mouth. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
shouldn't be so hot that you hurt yourself, but
Okay.
hotter than just lukewarm or whatever,
Hmm.
as hot as you're able to comfortably take. Sun लीजिए. Also, if you make a tea infusion, which means if you add a little tea leaf and strain it so that the leaf doesn't come in your water, that is also very good. Chai ka pani. Understand? And
I
the
have
third
green
is
tea leaves.
add a little salt. Green tea is
Salt.
good. Yeah, you can do with green tea and add a little salt. Yeah, and then gargle.
Just
Abhi
there.
karke aiye.
Yeah.
Karke aiye. Yeah, please do it. Of Krishna's flute maneuver, as I missed last few classes, but Varajji, I did explain a little while ago. Maybe you are late. Okay, I'll try and explain again. Or maybe I'll explain a little later because somebody was saying something. I'll just listen to them and then I'll explain to you. Yeah, Karunaji, you were going to say something, I think. Karunaji? You'll have to unmute, Karunaji. आप कुछ बोल रहे हैं तो. No, I can't hear anything. करुणा जी कुछ बोल रहे हैं आप? नहीं? Okay. Then I think I can address Varad Mudgalji's question. A little bit of the Krishna's flute maneuver. So if you remember, when we did the Krishna's flute maneuver with the complete yogic breath and the huffing technique, do you remember that? Is that clear to you, Mudgalji? I can't hear you. You'll have to unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
So
after
you remember the Krishna's flute maneuver? Haji.
Actually, after huffing and fully yogic,
The voice is breaking once again. Okay. एक बार फिर बोले. The voice was breaking. The voice was breaking. Mudgalji, please repeat what you were saying. Varad Mudgalji, are you there? आपकी आवाज टूट रही थी तो आवाज क्लियर नहीं आई. फिर से बोलिए.
Actually, after huffing and fully yogic breath, I missed the point classes. So Krishna, I missed the first one also.
Okay. So Krishna's flute is part of that squeeze that we do. Now, the first couple of days you saw the different kinds of squeezes. In the Krishna's flute maneuver, the squeezes are at the different chakra levels. So the first squeeze happens at the Muladhara, the base chakra. So पहले एक बार squeeze वहां पे किया, So when we do the Krishna's flute maneuver, we do not start the squeeze with the first exhale. We allow the first exhale or maybe even the second exhale to leave. Then when the supply of air is less, then we start squeezing at the Muladhara, then the Swadhisthana, then Manipura, then Anahata, and then Vishuddhi. So एक दो बार ऐसे करेंगे. After that you will do Muladhara, second Muladhara plus Swadhisthana, third Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipura. Similarly 1 2 3 4 5 इस तरह से करके squeeze करते जाएंगे. That's the basic thing. Now when I say you do it this way, I want that sense to happen, you know, as if it's rising up. So it's pushing whatever is there at the lower parts all the way up through the Sushumna, clearing it up with every squeeze and every maneuver. Chaliye, try kariye and see how it's working for you. In the meantime, I'll address the others and continue with whatever they were doing. Tab tak aap ye practice kariye. You can do it with the complete yogic breath, no problem. You can add the Anulom Vilom later to it. Yeah, so continue with your full, with the complete yogic breath, full breath in. I think some participants, they have shown some interest in the Hanuman master breath. In the Hanuman master breath, the basic thing is when we breathe, we fill up the U. That means the front and from the Muladhara up along the spine, that whole thing, we fill it up with a fresh supply of breath. That's the Hanuman master breath. I like to combine the Hanuman master breath with the different kinds of breath work that we do, different kinds of breathing techniques that we follow. Add a little bit of Hanuman master breath. So it becomes a very powerful, it becomes a very potent kind of a breath. So when you do the Hanuman master breath, for example, with the complete yogic breath or with the Anulom Vilom, start getting, the cleansing happens faster. The breath feels easier, better, lighter, smoother. And of course, the Sushumna begins to open. When the Sushumna opens, the first sign is you are your inhale, exhale feels almost the same from both nostrils, almost the same. And the period that this happens is longer. So you might feel this for long minutes, sometimes even much longer than that. That's a sign that your Sushumna is now active. Yogis spend years trying to cleanse or clear and keep their Sushumnas open. They do a lot of work focused on that. So in many ways, opening the Sushumna, clearing the Sushumna, keeping it open is the most basic thing you can do on your Adhyatmic journey. It is when this starts happening or when it happens that everything else seems to gather pace. So your breath work, your Shvasko Shuddhi Kriya combined with the Hanuman master breath starts working on this fast. Okay. So please continue. Take your full yogic breath. Those who are able to channel it up the spine with the Hanuman master breath, you get a fullness in the front and you get a fullness at the back. So take this fullness, hold it for a moment if you like, and then allow the exhale from the base of your spine. And then as the exhale starts, you stop when you feel everything is gone, and then start with the Krishna's flute maneuver, the squeezes. These are gentle squeezes, and over time you can start adding a little more pressure, and then a little more pressure, and then a little more pressure, until you feel the body's happy with it. It can handle it. There's no problem. There's no adverse reaction. Your body's not rebelling against anything. Then you start adding a little more squeeze, because each time you do a little more squeeze, the cleansing is even better. So please try it. Add a little more pressure as you squeeze. I'm saying this because I'm here with you and I can guide you. So if you have anything adverse, you can always tell me, and I can advise you whether to continue or try to continue or to stop. Like I was just trying to tell Snehaji that though she has a little blockage, sometimes she has to push the boundaries. So let me go back to Snehaji. Snehaji, how's it going now? Please
Yes,
unmute.
I'm able to do it. But of course, this needs a lot of practice and a conscious effort for me to do it through the mouth, through the nose.
Yes, yes, conscious effort is correct. But you are able to do more than before?
No, slightly better. I just changed my position into Vajrasana, so it is a
Okay.
bit better.
Excellent, very good. Yeah. तो करिए, थोड़ा push करिए boundaries. Come on, very good. The rest can continue with the complete yogic breath and the Krishna's flute maneuver. Slow, deep breath in. Allow that fullness to come up all the way to the shoulders. Allow one part to move up the spine. If you are familiar with the Hanuman master breath. And then the slow exhale. Allow the exhale to happen from the base of the spine. After it's gone, stop and start the release. And Manipura. Release. Relax your belly. Anahata. Relax. Vishuddhi. A little more. Inhale. Same inhale, full up the front, full up the back. If you can do the Hanuman master breath. Stop. Allow the exhale. Stop. Allow the exhale again and squeeze at the Muladhara. Stop. Squeeze Muladhara and Swadhisthana. Stop. Squeeze Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Repeat. Stop. Repeat. Full breath in. See the change in the quality of your breath. How much lighter, how much easier, and so on. If there is any build-up, anything to be cleared, you can always use a handkerchief or something. Clear your throat and then throw it into the receptacle. I like to keep one of these things which they supply in hospitals, like a spittoon, and it's very convenient. You can line it with a little tissue paper. Whatever goes in there can be thrown along with the tissue paper, so it can be kept clean. Yeah, so continue with that. Snehaji, any improvements?
No, I get burping more. At times I have to stop and burp completely and then again start again.
Okay, that's okay. But I want that cycle to grow longer, you know, that with the nasal breath and so on. That should slowly increase. And if it's slowly increasing, that's very, very good. Sooner, very soon, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Yeah, because I
Right?
feel like a pressure to do it through through the nose.
Yes.
It's not smooth for me.
It's a little mental as well. So we'll break through that barrier. Okay. We are going to break through that barrier. We are going to get you breathing with your nose very comfortably. And remember, when we breathe through the nose, it does many things to the body. That's why the body has given us the nose to breathe well. There are, there's a whole ecosystem through the nose which kind of cleanses the air that is going in. But when we breathe directly through the mouth, that ecosystem, that cleansing ecosystem doesn't come into play. So it can create unnecessary infection or contamination in the chest, in the lungs. So therefore, as a habit, we need to breathe much more with our nose, through our nose, than the mouth.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
See, the good thing is, I don't see your mouth. I don't see that your mouth is. So you are generally breathing through your nose.
Yeah,
right?
this happens only a few times, or I take medication so that I should be able to do much of the things with the nose rather than the mouth. But the day I don't take it anything, then this gets imbalanced completely. Then I with no other choice, I have to use my mouth.
Yeah, but slowly we have to come off the medication also. There's no hurry. No need to do it in a hurry. Just keep building on the comfort with the nose.
Yeah, with the past 3 years, I was trying to do pranayama and Anulom Vilom. But that was a challenge for me because the nose was blocked, because I was not taking the medication. And then when I take that, then little bit it is open, and that's how I can breathe and do exercise from the mouth. So doing exercise through the nose, I have to use the medication. It's like that.
Okay. But we'll have to bring you off. We'll have to wean you off. Yeah. My both nostrils are open. Does that mean Sushumna is open? Yes, Rita ji. It's an indication that your Sushumna is working at least now. It may be open now, but later, depending on what you are doing, depending on what's going on inside your mind and body and so on, it could switch. One nostril may become a little more active than the other. So keep observing. You don't have to get too fixated on this. Let it be the way it is. Sometimes you can check to see how it is, because there is a whole Vidya Swar Yoga or Swar Veda, Swar Shastra, Swar, SWAR. So there's a whole science behind this, and it's a very deep science. Depending on which part of which nostril is flowing, not only which nostril, they can actually sense the tattva of the nostril. So there are 5 tattvas: Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. Based on where the breath is coming and leaving, which part of the nostril is feeling a sensation, they can tell you this is the tattva that is active. Depending on the tattva that is active and the nostril that is active, they can actually make predictions about what is going to happen. If you start doing something when a certain tattva is active, my focus is not that, because it's not. I've just not been focused on what that could mean. But my focus has been on understanding what the breath is trying to say and show, and how to breathe better, and so on. So I didn't go very deep into that. I've done a course on Swar Yoga, but that was some years ago, and it goes very deep, like I said, into the predictions or the predictability of what your nostrils or the swar tells you. I hope I've answered your question rather long answer.
Yeah, I understood a bit. It's a very deep thing, actually.
Yes, Snehaji, you were saying something, I think. Think something? Okay. Yes, you can do an online search on Swar Yoga, Swar Gyan. Oh, there is a book. It's about Shiva. What is it called? Swar something. Swaroday. I think the book is called Swaroday. Swarodaya. Swaroday. And it's Shiva explaining the knowledge of Swar to Parvati ji, to Shakti. Did you get that, Rita ji? No, I think you are on mute. Can't hear you.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, great. Anyone else?
Rajesh bhai,
Haji, boliye.
for last many days, I'm having a lot of joint issues, joint problems. ठीक है. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Jaw problems.
Joints.
Yeah, joint. Oh, joint. Joint is
Joints.
probably a sign of Vata. There is
Yes.
more Vata imbalance in the body.
Correct.
So if there is more Vata imbalance in the body, you can try to increase the Kapha or the Pitta, which means the fire or the water and earth element. You can try to increase that. But that is a totally different field. We'll talk about this some other day. When we do the raise your vibrations, I'll try to bring in elements of this in that so that you get a little understanding. But I wanted to do a course. I wanted to do a program specifically for dosha balance. Problem is whatever I know about the dosha balance is focused on kapha dosh, because that is my constitution. It's a kapha dosh imbalance. So whatever I've done, whatever I've experimented with is on kapha. I have not been able to build on this because the little that I've shared with people, I haven't gotten enough feedback. So without the feedback, I'm really, I cannot say very definitively कि आप ये करो आपको ऐसा result मिल जाएगा.
True.
मेरा जो experience है with the cuff, वो तो मैं guide करता हूँ, and वो लोगों को share भी करता हूँ, but उसमें भी मेरे को, I'm not getting enough feedback. It'll take some time, but I'm sure I'll start getting feedback, and then I'll share a little more. But for one thing you can try, Rita ji.
Yes.
See, when you do that full breath, like in the complete yogic breath, आपने full breath लिया,
yes.
Then while doing this, try to draw in energy from the navel. Try to pull in energy from the navel area, as if you're drawing in energy from the outside through the navel.
Yes.
Just try this for a few days. If you go for a walk and so on, ये करिए, and be very observant of how your body is responding. You'll get small signals that will tell you, शायद कुछ हुआ. That if you get that, that is a very good sign. That is indicating that you may continue down this path. It may not be steady, it may not be continuous, but you'll get indications every once in a while. You got to build on that. तो अब करिए, मेरे को बताइएगा थोड़ा सा ये करके, tell me, and then I'll tell you how to go ahead. उसको बैलेंस कर लेंगे. मेरे को एक किताब लिखनी है इसी के बारे में. Rita ji, I want to write a book on Tridosha balance.
Okay,
but I need material. Yeah, but I need material. I need, feedback. Then I'll be able to do it.
Yes. I will be sending you on what I am experiencing now. I will send. And plus what I
great.
But I need more. Yes.
Yeah, but I need much more. I need feedback from many different people.
We all should send you.
Yes.
In text.
मैं तो मांगते रहता हूँ, but
No.
That's
you are giving so much of time, your time, and at least we should do that. What we are getting the benefit, we must express that.
Life is giving this to me.
I will send definitely.
Thank you.
Yesterday I was something so much, so I could not do it, but it's there in my mind what you said. make small
Oh.
videos, and I'll send you text also.
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Yes,
That'd
I
be
will.
very nice. Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I hope others are watching you. They can also do the same. Dear breath workers, please do.
Yeah,
I
Rajesh ji?
understand one thing,
Rajesh
Rajesh
ji?
Bhaiya.
Haji,
Yes.
Haji.
This
Sorry,
gargling,
Karunaji, I'll just come back to you.
gargling has
I'll
helped
come
me a
back to you.
lot.
Very good, Vasanti.
Yeah, its
Very
nose
good.
is clear now, the throat is clear
Excellent.
now. Yeah, it helps me.
Right.
Arey wah.
Rajesh Bhaiya,
Continue with that breath work.
Yeah.
Yes, Ritaji. Yeah.
I only understand one thing.
Hmm.
If I'm getting some benefit and if I don't express, benefit will not last for long.
That is true. That is so true. एकदम सही बोल रहे हैं आप.
To ask you.
Yeah,
want to
Rajesh
ask you
ji, I
something.
just wanted to ask you something.
जी. Is that Karuna ji? हाँ.
Yeah. Namaste. Namaste,
Namaste.
Rajesh ji.
हाँ
Rajesh ji,
Namaste.
I think I missed Hanuman Master Breath technique or something because I wasn't there yesterday. I don't know whether it was taught because today
Okay.
that was discussed a little.
No, I haven't taught the Hanuman Master Breath in this program.
Oh, okay.
Because if I did, then the focus would have changed.
Okay.
But since I mentioned it a few times, some of the participants have wanted a little more information.
Okay.
So on Facebook, I have a group called, I have numerous groups. One group is called Hanuman Master Breath.
Okay.
उसमें मैंने एक वीडियो भी दिया है और उसमें डिटेल में वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप एक्सप्लेनेशन भी दिया है. तो I'll share the link to the group to the Facebook group in our group. You can go there, watch the video, and read whatever explanatory material is there. And then if you are going to do the Raise Your Vibrations program, usme to it's a central part, so I explain in much more detail. And the Raise Your Vibrations program is in many ways constructed around the Hanuman Master Breath. So any familiarity with that will help you.
So one more question, Rajesh ji. The Raise Your Vibration program. Does it address any existing problems? Like right now, I don't know about others, but for me, I am at a very basic level. I do have health issues and whatever. So I think I have to surmount those before I even aspire to go to the other levels. I have, for instance, I have a lot of dosha imbalances, like my pitta, for instance. When I do the breathing, I'm burping more and I have acid reflux and, all those worries are there. So I don't know whether I can transcend and kind of go to the next level without addressing the smaller ones.
So that is a call you have to take. Any kind of breath work is good for any kind of problem in the body, any kind of blockage. See, all of these are connected. Blockages, issues in the mind, issues in the body. There is if you've read a lady called Louise Hay, she speaks about how psychological issues reflect in the body and so on. So it's all interconnected. And the amazing thing about breath work is breath is the one thing that can transcend both, or it can address both physical issues and mental issues. So it's a very good way to balance both of them, cure whatever things, whatever is imbalanced over there, stuck over there, and so on. See, I do not take any medication at all. I used to smoke 40 cigarettes a day. I have damaged my health tremendously. I was on blood pressure medication for a long time, but then with breath work, belly breathing, and other things, slowly started settling down. Today, zero medication. When I go for my walk, after my walk, I go for a cup of chai. Everybody has bina chini ka chai, kam chini ka chai. I have double chini ka chai because I like it sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I think
issues, no pressure issues.
Yeah, I think the breath work is very important. Perhaps that's the one thing that went missing in my life. Yeah. So I've had several issues. Like I'm a, you know, we can write a book about the kind of health issues I've had.
Wow.
Right from I've had a cardiac arrest on an
my
operation
God.
table when I was 14 years old.
Oh my
Then later
God.
I had ulcerative colitis for almost 19 years with bleeding intestine. Then it's continuous, one after another. But notwithstanding all that, I lead a highly productive life. But I haven't.
Noticed you are. I think you're in a very important position, policy, research, or something. I think I noticed
Yes.
somewhere.
Yeah, I work all over the world. Actually, I lead a think tank on smart cities. So I was a part of the design of the Prime Minister's Smart Cities mission. And so I work everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And so it's fairly a hectic schedules I have. Mind is always occupied. But the unfortunate thing is I've never had time to kind of, either meditate or do yoga or look at my breath. So
now that you've said this, I'm going to make you make time. I'm going to force you to make time.
Yes. No, actually, it's in fact, yesterday I was telling my sister, and she was like, "Is it possible at all that you are actually attending a course?" I said, "Yes," and I'm trying to, get her also to, come. Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's a very powerful course. People who've done this, but see, power doesn't come from itself. Power comes from practice. So whatever is shared, if you do it regularly, if you do it in the way it's shown, you get very good results. Yeah, but we mustn't spend too much time on that because this is the Shwas Ko Shuddhi Kriya. So our focus has to be Shwas Ko Shuddhi Kriya.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody? Yeah. Anybody? Any other question on Shwas Ko Shuddhi Kriya? I think Basanti ji is trying to say something.
Yeah, I have a problem. Whenever I observe, so this right nostril and left nostril, mostly 70% my right nostril is working and 30% left. In whole day, I have observed many a times. And this nose was broken, and this bone is shifted to the left side. That is a permanent damage. So right nostril is working more.
It doesn't matter as long as you keep cleansing. As long as you keep cleansing, a little balance will improve, a little more balance will come, and that's good. So just keep doing that. Krishna Smrut karte rahiye. Krishna Smrut to zyada kariye aap.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, anyone else? No? Right. So let's do our 3 ohms and then we can sign out for today. Slow, deep breath in. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Ram Ram.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.